What's going on, guys? Today I want to go over a tool that I think should be in every DIYer's arsenal. We're talking about the speed square. This one's made by Swanson, but this video is not being sponsored by them. I just think it's a pretty good square. I like the markings on it. I like how pronounced everything is. It's got a lot of good presets on it, and we'll go over them real quick. For starters, pretty obvious. It's got a square edge. It's also got a 45-degree edge. So that's quick for making markings. Anything that's a quick square reference mark there. That's another quick 45-degree mark. This tool has some markings here at every 1/4 of an inch. So they're great if you want to just scribe a line down a board. You just put the tool down on the board. You come over here and you mark your point, and then you make your line. It'll give you that distance that you choose. In this case, it was 1.5 inches. So it'll make that line pretty accurate for you. Also has a marking at the 3.5-inch point. If you wanted, you're gonna be setting 2x4s there or something like that. So a nice little feature there. This square has a protractor on it from 0 to 90 degrees. It's a very handy tool to determine angles and cut roof rafters. From 4/12 to a 12/12 pitch, very easily referenced here on this common gauge here. It also has a gauge for the hip and valley rafters. The way you would mark that is you would put the piece on the board on the corner here. It's considered a pivot point. It actually has the pivot marked on this side, but you can use it on this side as well. And you just raise the square up to, let's just say you're looking for a 4/12 pitch. That would put you right here along this edge here. The 4 is right there. It also corresponds with the 18-degree mark. So a 4/12 pitch and 18 degrees, you can use either one to make your mark. And then you come along this edge here and you mark. And that would be a 4/12 pitch mark. All right. If you wanted to make your mark on the left hand side of the piece, then your pivot point is there. You come up to the 4 there. That gives you a 4/12 pitch. You would mark it on this side. Another trick I want to show you, I mentioned that we can use this speed square to determine angles. The way we could do it is, let's just assume this is a rafter. We're trying to determine what the angle is. What you can do is you can take your square, you can place it on the piece just like that, okay? Then you take a level, all right, and you plumb it right off of that pivot point there. And as soon as you get it plumb, you read what is reading on the actual speed square. If you look down here, you see where it says it was pointing at the 35, okay? So now that's just one piece of the puzzle. You have to take that 35 and you have to deduct it from 45. That gives you 10 degrees. So now you come onto the piece that you're looking to mark. You come up to the 10-degree mark, as we spoke about earlier. When you scribe this line, that's the exact pitch you're looking for. So when you put that down, when that's laying down there, you can see that it's plumb. All right. One last thing I want to talk about is using the square as a fence for making quick cuts on 2x4s, whatever 2x4 material you have. And what we do is we make our mark. Let's just assume this is the mark we're looking to cut here. All right. We take our square, we put it up against the piece, and we use it as a guide for our circular saw. So we match up our mark right there, and all we got to do is ride the saw along the fence like that, and it gives you a nice, quick, accurate square cut. Great for cutting 2x4s, for a quick cut for framing. I hope it helped. I'll see you on the next one.